All right, hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be taking a look at something pretty cool, pretty complex too, I think. Sentence similarity. Have you ever really stopped to consider how wild it is that AI can even start to figure out if two sentences basically mean the same thing?
It really is amazing when you think about it that way, isn't it? So for this deep dive, we're going to be we're using this article, "What is Similarity Between Sentences?" from Cohere. And Cohere, they're like the experts when it comes to this stuff. They use sentence similarity in their
Right.
large language models and all that. So I think they've got a pretty good handle on how it works.
Yeah, definitely. And the article, it kind of starts out by reminding us that for these large language models to really work, they've got to get how words relate to each other and then how whole sentences,
Right.
relate to.
Right.
Like, what's the connection between those sentences?
Yes. Similarity.
Is it, totally different ideas?
Yeah, that's like the fundamental thing, right? It's like if the AI doesn't get that, then it's never going to be able to understand what we're talking about, let alone generate text or answer questions or anything like that.
Right, right.
Right.
Okay, so let's break this down a bit. The article starts talking about something called word embeddings. What are those? Exactly?
Okay, so imagine a big map, right? And on that map, every single word has a specific location. That location is determined by, a whole bunch of math, like vectors and dimensions and stuff. But the point is, words that have similar meanings end up being close together on this map.
So happy and joyful would be huddled up together, while happy and miserable would be, way, way over on opposite ends of the map.
Exactly. It's like visualizing the relationships between words. Pretty cool, huh?
That is super cool. Okay, so that's for single words. But then the article jumps into, the real challenge, which is sentence similarity. So how do we go from individual word comparisons to looking at whole sentences?
Well, it gets a lot more complicated, that's for sure. It's not just about individual word meanings anymore, right? You've got to think about the order of the words, the grammar, is it a question or a statement, and the context too, what's the overall topic or idea being discussed?
So word embeddings give you the pieces of the puzzle, but then you got to figure out how they all fit together to understand the whole sentence, right?
Exactly. And, Cohere, they've developed some seriously powerful tools that use all this stuff.
Right.
Like sentence similarity, word embeddings, all of it. For example, they've got this tool called Command, and it can actually generate text that sounds like a real human wrote it.
Wow. Okay, so what else?
Well, there's Embed, which is all about, making search engines actually understand what you mean when you type in a query, not just matching keywords. And then there's Re-rank, which helps fine-tune those search results to make them even more relevant. So basically, Cohere's using all this stuff to build tools that can actually understand and process language, like we do.
That's incredible.
Yep.
I mean, it really feels like we're entering a whole new era of how we interact with information and technology.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, we're just scratching the surface. Think about fighting fake news, right? AI could compare the claims in a news story to verified sources and flag anything that's suspicious, or helping people find the perfect job. AI could look at someone's skills and experience and then match them with the jobs that use similar language in their descriptions. It's pretty mind-blowing, to be honest.
It really is. And I think it makes this whole idea of sentence similarity even more important, right? Because if we want AI to do all this stuff, it's got to get really good at understanding how sentences connect to each other, how they relate, what they mean.
No doubt about it. And I think that's the big takeaway here. We're moving beyond just teaching machines to recognize words. We're teaching them to understand meaning, context, the nuances of language, and that's going to have huge implications for, pretty much everything.
Absolutely. This has been a really eye-opening deep dive, and I think it's sparked a lot of questions and ideas. What are the ethical considerations here? How do we make sure this technology is used for good?
Yeah, those are some big questions for sure. I mean, any powerful technology comes with responsibility, right? And AI is no different. So it's definitely something we need to be thinking about.
Yeah.
As this field continues to develop.
Absolutely. So listeners, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this too. What are you most excited about when it comes to the future of AI and sentence similarity? And what are your concerns? Hit us up on social media. Let us know. And until next time, keep on learning, keep on exploring, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See you then.